So shall we continue? Any doubt in this one? Okay. So using inductive effect, you can explain the stability of carbocation. So when we discussed about carbocation, we have discussed only the trend in the stability, that tertiary is more stable than secondary, which is more stable than primary, and which is more stable than the methyl carbocation. So this was the trend that we discussed, and we already learned about the trend, but we have not discussed why this is the trend in the stability. Okay, so when you look into the carbocation is formed by heterolytic fission of a covalent bond, right? So you have carbon usually will have 4 bonds, but carbocation mean the fourth bond is broken and the electron pair has taken away by the other group. That is why carbon, there is no fourth bond, but instead there is a positive charge. So such carbon fragment with the positive charge is known as carbocation. So carbocation is something which is a fragment of carbon chain which carries a positive charge, and there are 3 bonds will be there and the fourth bond is broken, but that electron pair is taken away by something else. That is why carbon is getting a positive charge. So this is the simple structure of carbocation, right? So if you consider the presence of a electron donating group, okay, electron donating group mean they will be pushing the electrons toward, they will be donating the pair of electron towards the carbon atom. The shared pair of electron will be coming more closer to the carbon. So what will happen to the carbocation? If electrons are coming closer or is pushed towards it, what will happen to the carbocation?
It will take it. It will take it like absorb.
Yeah, that means if you want to explain the stability, one thing is very basic understanding is that a compound is stable when it is neutral, or the instability of a compound is due to the presence of charges. So if you have a species with positive and negative charge, then those kind of species will be comparatively unstable if you compare it with the neutral compound. So the positive charge is the reason why a carbocation is unstable. So if you have an electron donating group, they push the electron towards the carbocation. So the extent of positive charge reduces. That means they somehow gaining stability because they are reducing the positive charge. The positivity, or you can say the extent of the positive charge, is being reduced by the electron donated or the pushed by the electron donating groups. Right, because the instability is due to the presence of positive charge. If somehow if they manage to reduce the positivity, then it will be getting some kind of stability. So that is what happened due to the presence of electron donating group. They pushes the electron and hence reducing the positive charge, right? And you can say in the other way, the positive charge is because the positive charge of a carbocation is because they have lost the electron, right? It was having a bond and that bond is broken and the lone pair has gone with the other atom. That is why the positive charge, because the carbon has lost its electron. So that lost or the poverty of the electron can be somehow managed by the electron push by the electron donating group, right? And when it is electron withdrawing group, what they does is like they withdraw the electron from the carbocation or the carbon with which it is bonded, right? So the electron will be pushed or the electron will be pulled by electron withdrawing group away from the carbon, that is actually worsening the positive charge condition. That means the positivity increases, the extent of the positive charge increases because the shared pair of electrons are taken or moved towards the electron withdrawing group. That means these kind of electron withdrawing group destabilizes the carbocation and electron donating group stabilizes the carbocation. That means this is explaining what is the effect of presence of electron donating group or electron withdrawing group on carbocation. Yes, Prasanna, how can you explain this one? Presence of electron donating group and electron withdrawing group on carbocation. Prasanna, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. How you will
repeat the question?
How you will explain the effect of electron donating group or electron withdrawing group on carbocation? Stability of carbocation.
Ma'am, so if there's a electron withdrawing group in a carbocation, that means it decrease. I mean, it the carbon gets more like of plus sign. Like it has to give electrons. I mean,
what does it? What is it does on the compound? Electron withdrawing group mean
ma'am, I think it makes it unstable, more unstable.
Yeah, destabilizes.
Electron, yeah, yes, ma'am. And for electron donating group, I mean the compound actually donates the, I mean the element donates the electrons, so it becomes more stable. I think, I mean the plus reduces, the plus
positivity or the extent of positive charge decreases. Okay. So based on this concept, okay, you can explain the order of stability of carbocation. If you see, you have tertiary with 3 alkyl groups and you have secondary with 2 alkyl groups and the primary carbocation is with 1 alkyl group. Okay, so this is tertiary, this is secondary, and this is primary. Okay, so in this case, you can see in tertiary, you have 3 alkyl group. Alkyl group is what? Electron donating or electron withdrawing? Alkyl group is what kind of effect? Electron withdrawing or electron donating?
Withdrawing.
Electron withdrawing. This is the alkyl is the only example that you learned in electron withdrawing or electron donating. Which one?
Donating.
It is electron donating. Okay, only example under electron donating group is alkyl group that you are discussing. So they will be pushing the electrons towards the carbocation. So what happened from 3 alkyl group, all the 3 alkyl group is giving out their pair of electron, pushing the electrons towards this carbon. So because of this electron cloud or electron environment coming closer to the carbon, the extent of positive charge decreases. It has become more stable. Okay. But in the case of secondary, the same effect is possible, but you have only 2 alkyl groups over there. So the effect will be less. Here also you will have that effect. Electron donating effect is there, but the problem is that compared to tertiary, here you have only 2 alkyl group. So the effect will be less. And in the case of primary, you have only 1 alkyl group. That alkyl group will be pushing, it is acting as an electron donating group, but the effect will be less because there is only 1 alkyl group. So when the number of alkyl group decreases from tertiary to secondary to primary, the effect of electron donating will be less because here there is only one group to donate. Here there are 2 groups to donate, and here you have 3 groups to donate. So more the number of alkyl group, stability increases. So this is one way of explaining the stability of carbocation. The other way is using hyperconjugation that we will discuss little later by the end of this chapter, like the 4th effect. But one way is using inductive effect, and this is an example of plus I effect, because here the positive charge is decreasing due to the electron coming towards the carbon, right? That is why it is plus I effect. If that electron is taken away from the carbon, then it will be minus I effect. That is with the electron withdrawing group. Here this is electron donating group. So as you can see over here, alkyl groups are electron donating and carbocation stabilizing. So electron donating groups are stabilizes the carbocation because the electrons around the neighboring carbon are drawn towards the nearby positive charge. So this alkyl group's carbon will be drawn towards that electron, will be pushed towards the carbon in the carbocation, thus slightly reducing the electron poverty, because this positive charge of carbocation is due to lack of electron. That means there is an absence of electron. That absence can be somehow nullified by the electron push by these alkyl group. That is why tertiary is more stable compared to secondary and primary. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next type of electronic movement is resonance effect. But before we go to the resonance effect, you should know what is the meaning of resonance structure or resonance. Then only you can explain the resonance effect. That is the second type of electronic movement. So first type is inductive effect. We have done that. In inductive effect, you have positive inductive effect and negative inductive effect based on the substituent, which are either electron donating or electron withdrawing. The second type is resonance effect, but before we proceed to the resonance effect, we need to know what is the meaning of resonance and resonance structures. Then we'll go to the resonance effect. So resonance the resonance is a phenomenon in which the same molecule can be represented in more than one form. And it is the simplest example that you can use to explain the resonance is benzene. Benzene is an aromatic compound with the formula C6H6. Benzene is with the formula C6H6. And if you look in the arrangement 1 and 2, right? What is the difference between 1 and 2? If you look in the structure, what is the difference between 1 and 2? Taisir, what you can see over here as a difference between 1 and 2? Taisir, are you there? Taisir, can you hear me? Please respond. Jopal, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what you can see in the differences as a difference in these two structures, 1 and 2.
Ma'am, the double bonds are in different places.
Yeah, the position of double bond has shifted. That is how you got two structures, right? So these two are known as the resonance structures of benzene. And this is due to the shift in the position of the double bond. When you see in the first structure, the double bonds are between first and second carbon atom, third and fourth, and between fifth and sixth. But if you look into structure 2, the double bonds are in between second and third, 4 and 5, and 6 and 1. The position of the double bond is shifted. So these two are known as the resonance structures of benzene. But the actual structure of benzene is a hybrid of these two structures. Okay, in reality, the position of the double bond is not staying in one place for a benzene ring. The position of the single and double bond will be changing all the time. So in reality, the actual structure of benzene is somewhere in between these two structures. Okay, that means that is why we say it will be actual structure of benzene will be hybrid of two structures which is shown as 1 and 2. So these two structures 1 and 2 are known as resonance structures. Resonance structures, or the other term is like canonical structures or contributing structures. So in reality, it is benzene is neither 1 nor 2. It is not even 1 or 2 actually. Benzene is somewhere in between these two, 1 and 2. But when you want to represent as a structure, you can represent either as 1 or 2. So these two are known as resonating structure. So the phenomenon in which a compound have more than one representation possible is known as resonance, and such structures are known as resonance structures. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That is why benzene, many of the books or reference material, you might see benzene will be written in this way because the position of the double and single bond is shifting all the time. So in an easy representation, we draw it in this way. That circle indicates that the double bond, the pi bond system, double bond mean pi bond system is moving all around the carbon chain. That is the simplest, easy representation of the benzene.
So now it'll be drawn as just like 6 lines, right?
Yeah, 6 lines.
All right.
It is actually a cyclohexane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to show as a double bond, you can put a double bond in the alternative position, either shown as 1 or 2, both the way are correct. But in reality, the actual structure of benzene is somewhere between 1 and 2. That is the hybrid structure of 1 and 2. So we used to represent it as a cyclohexane with a circle inside, indicating the pi bond system is moving all around this carbon chain.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay, so this is what they meant by resonance. It's a phenomenon in which a compound has got more than one representation is resonance. And these representation of a particular compound are known as resonating structures or resonance structures, which is also known as canonical or contributing structures. So these structures are hypothetical. They are not the real one. This is not the real case of benzene. These are the hypothetical and does not represent the real molecule. In the real molecule cannot be 1, cannot be 2. It is somewhere the hybrid combination of 1 and 2. That is what the importance of. Even though we use 1 and 2 more frequently to explain the reactions of benzene, but in reality, this is not the benzene is not neither 1 or 2. It is a hybrid combination. So these are just hypothetical. Okay. In the next slide, I've got another arrangement. Usually for methane, if you take methane, that is the simplest alkane if you take. For these kind of compounds, you don't have a resonance structure, only one arrangement possible. So they don't have a resonance or resonating structure. That is because there are single bonds present over here. So in basically to show a resonance, minimum one pi bond. Pi bond means it could be double bond or a triple bond. That should be present for a resonating structure. Okay. So in the benzene, you have double bonded system. So it can have a what you can say, a resonance possible. The other example is like here is a nitromethane. A methane where one hydrogen is replaced with NO2 group. That is what nitromethane. Here also a resonating structure is possible because the double bond between nitrogen and oxygen is shifting. That shift is possible. You can see here double bond was here in the next structure, next resonating structure, the double bond is shifted. So the actual structure of nitromethane will be hybrid of these two canonical form 1 and 2. Because it is NO bond. In a moment it is single bond, next moment that single bond become double bond. So in reality, the NO bond will be not a single, not a double bond, it will be somewhere in between because it is shifting all the time. So NO bonds in NO2 group is neither a single nor a double bond, but it will be shifting all the time. It is somewhere in between 1.5. The bond length will be 1.5. It is not bond 1 or 2, it is somewhere in between. So this is not the actual structure of nitromethane. This is also not the structure of nitromethane. The actual structure is hybrid of these two structures. So may not be, it is not required that you need a benzene ring all the time to show the resonance. It's not compulsory. Minimum pi bond system should be there to show the resonance. Even in a normal long chain compounds, you can have a resonance effect, but there should be pi bonded system present in the compound. Okay, so there are different points you need to know in this resonance, and that has basically 4 different points which I've got to share with you. The first point says that the energy of actual structure of the molecule, that is the hybrid structure, the actual structure of the molecule will be lower than that of any of the canonical structure. That means if you look into the benzene, or I'll take another random example. Say example, if I got a molecule A and it has got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Say example, 4 different resonating structures are possible for compound A. So the actual structure of A will be a hybrid structure of 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is what the actual compound A will be, right? And the energy of 1, 2, 3 and 4 may be slightly differing. The energy of representation of 1, energy of the structure 2, energy of structure 3 and the energy of structure 4 may not be same all the time. So the difference in energy will be there. But among them, the energy of A, the actual structure, which means the hybrid structure, will be lower than any of these 4 structures. I repeat, when a compound A, say example, has got 4 different resonating arrangement or canonical arrangement, then the actual structure of A, which is a hybrid of these 4 structures, will have a lower energy than any of these representation. That is what this says as the first point. Energy of actual structure of the molecule is lower than any of the canonical structure, because that is a hybrid of these 4 structures, so its energy will be lower than any of these 4 structures. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Say example, I'm again taking this particular example, an imaginary example of compound A with 4 resonating arrangement. Say example, I'm just taking the numbers of their energy as 100, 110, 120 kilojoule per mole and 130 kilojoule per mole. Let's say for the random numbers. And actually the compound A will have energy less than 100 because its energy, the actual energy of the compound A or actual structure of compound A will be hybrid of these things and its energy will be less than any of these contributing structures. And the difference between, say example, this is 90 Let's say I've just taken a number 90. And the difference between the actual energy of the molecule and the lowest energy of the structures. Say example, you have 4 different contributing structures or resonating structures are there. Among them, this has got the lowest energy, right? So this difference between the actual energy of the molecule of the molecule and the lowest energy contributing structure is called the resonance energy. That means the difference in the energy between the actual structure and the lowest energy resonating structure is called resonance stabilization energy, or simply we call it as resonance energy. That means among the different resonating structures, each resonating structure may have different energy. In some cases, resonating structures may have the same energy, but in majority cases, different resonating structures will have different energy. So among them, which has got the lowest energy and the actual energy of that molecule, that difference between these two structures are called, energy is called the resonance energy. Okay. So we'll continue in the next class. Please go through these points about resonance.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.